Hello everyone, my name is Robert Purdon, and for the next few minutes I'm going to go through the level that I created for the Level Design 1 project for Full Sail University. This was made using Unity, and here the player starts off the intro cinematic right as the game starts, and it kind of does a flyby of the town that you see is split into segregated spots. So you see that the lower class is in the front of the town. The middle class is towards the edge of the town where the shops are, where the municipal building slash palace is, where all the power is located. You see the power lines in the corner to your left. But here, this is, aside from just getting a general scope of what the town looks like, this is also to show you where the puzzle pieces are to pick up. So the player basically has to collect 5 pieces of a glider, and once they collect the glider pieces, they have to rush over through this little road in between the forest to fix the glider before the bomb goes off in the town. As you'll see once the game starts, that I wanted to have it so that even though it was a fairly well kept town itself, especially in the middle class section, that overall the town is slowly fading away and turning back to the wild because there's no one maintaining the grounds, no one's taking care of it. So you see there the glider piece collects. Unfortunately, that main building is not interactive with the player. Is just unfortunately due to a time constraint that I had to unfortunately block it off. Maybe for future iteration I would have it include maybe some dynamite pieces in it, that way to show maybe that's where the disgruntled citizen put the the bomb, or whoever did it. We actually don't know. Basically the player wakes up and just told to collect these glider pieces before the bomb goes off. So you see here signs of nature returning. The wild is unkept bushes slowly dying due to weeds, burned down buildings, weeds growing in between the cobblestone pieces over there at the side by the shops, the bushes that are in this little park, slowly overgrowing and returning back to their former state of glory. Overgrown trees, uncut grass right in front of the gate, which would never be an option, even though this is a lower class area. But still, you're right in front of the gate. You wouldn't have this amount of high grass, almost like at least waist level. So now this is the final piece the player collects. As I showed you, the direction that the player goes is kind of almost in a counterclockwise format, if you would get it collecting the pieces. This is just for just for posterity reasons, just so the player can kind of see those little aspects. Over there in the far corner where the water tower is, has some rubble, but other than that is a fairly underdeveloped section, possibly showing that the town was ready for expansion at some point before they had to suddenly depart from the town. So another thing that I wanted to showcase was the sounds. So as you heard, as you're in the town, there's these bird calls, wildlife from the outside. But when you come in here, you not only hear that wildlife, but you also hear the wind rustling through the trees. You see the valley down below, the massive expanse of forest, the peaks, the large mountain peaks. I wanted to show that wildness that you would get from the town, from the forest, I'm sorry, and how the wall is kind of protecting society from the forest and nature. So here's the glider. The player just comes up, and then when they select E, just like they do to open the door, now they start to fix it, and it's frantically switching it, flipping the glider over to put the pieces in, because as you just saw, the town exploded. You saw the fire, you heard the explosion, and now the player is flying after he frantically successfully fix the glider. So here's the final part. The player flies through, sees the bridge, sees the river, flies past, back towards the town, where the player gets a good close-up and sees the village that he was just in is now burning to a crisp and will soon be the rubble that they saw moments ago. And now they're finally doing a last descent onto the road past another bridge, and that's my game. Overall, another future iteration, I would want to include maybe some interactivity with the palace, but other than that, that is how the player goes, and left on a cliffhanger to see where the citizens have gone and who caused the explosion. This is Robert Purdon for Level Design 1 project, and have a great day.